Magnificent. Hello everybody and welcome back to the next of our Transformers reviews, and today we have the magnificent Earthrise Skylynx here. This is a pretty old figure, so I don't know how many people will be viewing this, but I personally am absolutely in love with this figure. This is, I believe, only my third Commander class. And this was, as far as I know, one of the first. I believe the first was Siege Jetfire, then it was this. Back when we really didn't know what Commander Class was going to be like. But before we get into this beautiful figure, we will talk about his box. A very big box. That's how Commander Class tend to be. So you can see we have art of his two sub modes, I guess. We have the Ostrich of Death and the Lynx. I'm not a huge fan of this configuration, but it does look kind of cool, I guess, but I would have preferred if they just had the the full form of Skylynx up here. Then of course Skylynx written in Cybertronian. We have, I believe that is one of the cone heads, probably Thrust. There's another cone head over here. And on the back, we have a preview of all of his modes. This is such a big box. We have Death Ostrich, Lynx, Shuttle, whatever this, Dragon, Lynx, Sky Lynx, Magnificent Form, and of course the base mode. And we have the Earthrise art here in a much larger scale this time around, and I absolutely love it. Love that art of Shockwave. I really wish we got, and well, actually, I don't know if we did get an Earthrise Shockwave, but it would have been really nice. Just because, as you may or may not know, the Siege Shockwave mold is one of my favorites. That's it for the box, however. So, bringing Skylynx back in here, let's talk about the accessories that he comes with. Those being, he has two of these little, or big, kind of side-mounted guns usually, sometimes parts of the towers. But yeah, these can also be used as thrusters, which is what I mainly use them for, because without it, it kind of just looks like a spaceship on top of a big brick. But if you add these, it just helps make it look a little more ship-like. I'm not a huge fan of the space shuttle mode, but it's okay. Then he does come with blast effects. We have an unpainted version of the Omega Supreme effect, and of course coming with these two extra pieces, probably for the thrusters. Speaking of, you can plug these into the thrusters if you want. You can do like one of these in each of these, or you can do what I personally prefer, which is take the base off and split this into three. Attach one of these to each of them. And then you have three really nice effects for the show. Now, I'm not sure if this is enough to propel a spaceship of this magnitude, but it does definitely look cool. Now, there is a bit of a play feature here, as there tends to be with Commander Class. It's a little difficult with the shuttle attached, but this does open. I'm not going to open it because it's difficult to do so from here, so I'm going to open it up from the bottom. And then you can take a Micromaster or anything of that variety. You can have up to 2 Micromasters in here. And close it up. Now you have 2 Micromasters stored inside of Skylynx, which is very neat. This does move back and forth. Now, I think that we should get into these separate forms. We'll start off with base mode. So first you're going to remove the shuttle and the ship, I guess. I don't know what the whole thing, I think the whole thing is a ship, this is a shuttle. So you're going to pull this down and that will help release this. And it will just slot in 2 separate places. You can have a moment to look at how nice this shuttle mode is with some non-fingernail friendly, or I guess nailless friendly landing gear, because you don't need fingernails to open these. You can just kind of shoop. But we will put this off to the side and transform the base of the shuttle. Or maybe this part is the shuttle, I don't know. For now, we will get these Micromasters out of here. You can open this now, and they're too, like, cooped up. But yeah, just know that that opens. It's very important. Then you can take these guys out. Don't push this in all the way if you've had them in, just because it'll be inconvenient, because you need to open it up again later. But we're going to start off by swinging this around, like so, and then opening up this. These like slide out to reveal the shoulder sections. That's about it for that part. Then you're going to split this, so it'll look like that. Oh, you also want to take these off. These are part of the base mode. Is my camera shrunken? There we go. Then, once you have that done, you bring these up. And these don't sit too well. There's a lot of play in the ratchets, so it doesn't look the best. I personally like to kind of customize it, but the way that you are intended to do it. Also flip these out and this down. These out. This down. This up. The way that you're intended to do it is have this one up and this one forward. I personally don't even like to incorporate these, as it doesn't look good, nor does it make sense for what this base actually is. So what I typically do is I bring them to the side, activate the ankle pivot, and just have these looking like that, which is nice. I'm gonna adjust this a bit. Then you will take this ramp and unfold it. This can connect to a base former, as can these. And I think this can as well, which is kind of strange. You're just going to lift that up. You can take the shuttle, and it will not exactly connect, but it will rest on here, like so. Then you can open it up. Have some nice gold detailing in there. Then you will bring this, and you see this little tab here will go into a slot there, which it does not do a good job of showing you in the instructions, so I kind of had to figure that out on my own. But there you have Skylynx in his base mode. Why did I shrink my camera? So yeah, as you can see here, we got one big ramp, so you can have ramp, you know, very functional. Actually, that one works pretty well. You got these little here. You can kind of, like I said, you can connect any base formers you have to this. Like, I didn't bring him. I should have brought him, but I have the I'm not gonna have enough time to record this. Jeez, this is gonna be multiple parts, unfortunately. But yeah, you have that. You can connect like the quintessence judge. I'm still not entirely sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, this is the base mode, and then we will try our best to get into the separate forms before it ends. So we're going to close this up and undo these. I like to add some little modifications to this mode, just so that, move this out of the way, just so that he's not too similar to the actual like Skylynx. But yeah, just bring these up a little bit. Then, of course, fold out these legs, which are on very loud ratchets. But yes, then you articulate these however you wish. Like I said, very loud, but very sturdy sounding. Sanding? What? Very sturdy seeming ratchets. Then you can have this, which is just magnificent. Also, yes, it says magnificent or magnificence on the shuttle. It also has a NASA logo on it. Now you are going to bring out the tail, but you're not going to unclip it, just because you want it. I want it to look a little different from the actual mode, just so that it doesn't kind of give too much away. You do that, and then the instructions say to just extend the neck completely, but what I like to do is just extend it about that much. And then you can have him looking all birdie, all Roadrunner like. There you go. This is what I call the Ostrich of Doom. You can open his mouth up. Or the Death Ostrich, whatever you want to call him. It's an ostrich. It's really strange that this exists. I'm not a huge fan. I don't tend to use this mode. Next, we'll take the base here. And basically what you do is, if you've ever seen anyone transform him into, like, if you know what the actual Skylynx mode looks like, it's just that, pretty much. You just fold these up, slot that in, bring these down. Actually, no, I'm just going to get him into shuttle mode off camera. So starting off like this, you're going to do this similar thing where you bring his arms down and unclip the shoulders, bring the legs down. I only have a minute left to show this. Do the same thing back here, except you don't have the shoulder joint things. Next, bring out these two tails. Look like that. Really cool. Then you will bring this down. Fold the head out. This is very stiff on mine. Bring that up. Do some fiddling to get him into a good looking pose. And there you have Space Lynx and Death Ostrich. Sure, you can, if you want. They both have little blast effect things in the mouth, so you can do kind of a fire blast, fire breathing effect on both. But I believe I'm going to end this here. I will be doing a second part with the rest of it, all like you know, the main thing you're here for, the main body of Skylynx. But know that this one is where the space shuttle mode is, and then the next one will be all about Skylynx himself. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribe.